wrist. You really wanna be the boss that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Shreds him with his stiff arm. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Taken from about the 12.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Again, it's Henry. To about the 26 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Henry up the middle. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score. Chargers 10, Chiefs nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down at the 28. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start, as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Hey, 43, yellow. Attack. Hey, 57 color. 50, yellow. Hey, 57. 43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are back within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. That makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fielded just inside the 30. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll try the right side with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah,
but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no ball. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Henry running right. Oh, he bowls over him. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Inside handoff, Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards that time.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And they take a knee. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final try for Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And a wild card win moves